always now.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody come on in. It is time for the Own Your Now show. It is Tell Me Something Good Thursday, and I'm so excited about it. It is still Father's Week. We got Boogie D in the house. We got Terry Rogers in the house. And of course, I am your host, Tracie Berry-McGhee, also known as Divine T.
And I am your co-host, Yolonda Lankford. And you know what they call me, Lady Yo.
Lady Yo, yes, that's my girl. How are you today?
I am fabulous. I'm fabulous. You know, I call this the weekend eve. So that's Thursday is my weekend eve. So I'm going to get it started. And honey, we're going to really get it started with our guests, Boogie D and Terry Rogers. Both of them are in music.
Yes, they are. And you know what? They really know how to make it happen. I've seen them both in action. You know, I'm excited about today because it's hot. I am still out of town. I have had such a great week already. I am in Oakland. Actually, I'm in Antioch. California. And I've been doing these graduations, meeting these children that are moving on to the next level, you know, and it's just really a great experience. I love it. I'm getting up early, though, Lady Yo. You know, you from California. I've been up 2 hours earlier.
Oh, absolutely. But, you know, we cannot let you go past what you're doing out there. Did I hear you spoke to 1,500 people yesterday?
Well, you know what? I didn't realize that it was that many. I thought it was like, I don't know. After so many, it just looks like a whole lot of people. But I think that the one thing about it it's so interesting. They have it in the stadium with all of the kids. They have like over 200 kids, 200 to 400 kids there graduating, their families and friends, and then they're live streaming. So, hey, it was a great experience. I know what it is that God can do when he elevates you to the next level. It's definitely a God thing. And I'm totally blessed to be a part of it. So shout out to everybody in Antioch School District. Lady Yo, tell me what's in your cup.
Today I have coffee with a little cream and no sugar. Tracie, we're doing the no sugar thing.
Yes, we are. I'm trying. And, you know, I did go to Starbucks yesterday and I did get I got a medicine bomb. Okay. So I do think they probably add some little squirts of sugar, but at the end of the day, it was cool. I'm drinking water. I'm trying to say it's so hot.
It's so hot. You said it's going to be triple digits there today.
Yeah, but you know what? I think it's going to be hot there in the STL as well, right?
Well, you know, we always hot in the STL, baby. We always hot.
I feel you. Well, I know that everybody is tuning in. I'd love to find out what everybody else is drinking. I see that Robert is here drinking his Overweiss milk and his blueberry muffins from Deerbergs. Robert don't play. He give all pub to everybody in St. Louis. Anybody that don't know, Deerbergs is a grocery store in our area. And Jamie says, no sugar in the medicine ball, just honey. See, so I'm good. I know one thing for sure, and that is that we all got to try to do better. Even Bernice, you know, she normally has those what's those
Red Bull.
She's drinking apple juice.
Go Bernice. Hey, Tracie, did you get a chance to see Sherry Shepherd? She's lost 35 pounds, baby. She came out on the Drew Barrymore show in a cat suit. Sherry is feeling herself, baby.
Wow. You know what? I don't know if as much as if I could lose weight, I don't know if I could put on a cat suit, but okay. Okay, you can do it. You know, when we start doing our vibrant vibes with the boutiques, you'll have to go somewhere and put on a cat suit and show everybody.
Pray for us all. But you know what? I always tell you, I'm loving my age. I love taking care of myself. You've taught me a lot about self-care. So, you know, I'll just be my best in the cat suit, I guess.
That's what's up. Good morning, Kate. I see you. And Lisa James is here with us. Everybody is tapping in. Michael says he has his hazelnut cream in his coffee. You know what we do today and every day. We celebrate birthdays, celebrations, and vibrant vibes. Who do we have today, Lady Yo?
Well, first, I want to say happy birthday to Imani Beverly. On behalf of your TTs, that includes me, we like to say we love you and we are so proud of you. She is a hairstylist. And let me tell you, if you need color, not just color, but some kind of accents in your hair, Imani Beverly is the girl. We have happy birthday going out to Bridget Boyd, Jabril Salim. He is our very own Denise Time's son. He is having a happy birthday today.
Cool.
And we have Risa Alpert, Floyd Boykin Jr., Anthony Haddad of the Diamond family is having a birthday today, and Peyton Mosley all the way in Texas. And our very own Melissa Haley would like to say happy birthday to her mommy. Her mommy is 79 years old, and she says she's her favorite girl. She'll always love her mommy.
Wow. Wow. Cool. Happy birthday.
They are having, this is their day. Now, listen here. You know I have vibrant vibes. I first want to send out a vibrant vibe to Emma Harper. She's in California. She just got a letter saying that she will be going to Fresno State in the fall and she will be playing softball. So congratulations, Emma. And that comes from your mommy, Sandy Harper. And also I want to say congratulations to Lateef Grimm. He's been hired as the varsity football coach at Kimball High School in California. Hey, Lateef, so proud of you. He is so good and he works with the kids in the community. Now, you know, I always have my celebrity birthdays.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Kendrick Lamar.
Girl, Kendrick Lamar. What you know about Kendrick Lamar? What you know about Kendrick Lamar?
You know, I have a 16-year-old niece that lives with me, so I've heard a little Kendrick Lamar.
If anybody has a favorite Kendrick Lamar song, I like to hear him. You know, one thing for sure that I love about Kendrick Lamar is that he brings it every single time. He is such a musical genius. And if there's any rapper that I like in today's, we're gonna have to talk about that with Boogie D. I think Kendrick Lamar is he's at the top of the list for sure.
I have a couple more. Happy birthday, Venus Williams.
Venus. You know, a lot of times people always talk about Serena, but they hardly ever talk about Venus. And, you know, they're not twins either, are they?
They are not. They're just awesome tennis players. Awesome really tennis players. So on her own, happy birthday, Venus Williams. And I have one more.
All right.
Happy birthday, Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow. Oh, I wonder, does he still have long hair? You telling your age right now, aren't you?
Oh, you know what? Let me tell you. My favorite Barry Manilow song is Looks Like We Made It. Oh my goodness. I can sing Barry Manilow songs all day long. Matter of fact, when I'm off the show, that's going to be my playlist today. Barry Manilow. Happy birthday, Barry Manilow.
Look, if you can sing I can't even say his name, Berry Manilow, then I'm gonna need you to find a Kendrick Lamar song. How about that?
I will.
You know, there's another artist, and I love it when other artists support other artists, and that's another thing that I think we definitely should talk about, and we will talk about that with Terry as well. Kendrick Lamar does this song with her name is Jamila Rogers, and Jamila, and she is out of Chicago, I believe. Dope artist. I love it when they come together and collaborate. Collaborations are the best. So that's what it's all about. It really is. You know, I love it when we celebrate birthdays and celebrations, but I also love it when we take care of ourselves. And my word for today is beat. And I think that I chose the word beat. Matter of fact, I know why I chose the word beat. It's because number one, we got musicians in the house. We got people who know all about music. If you don't know anything about Boogie D, you don't know anything about music, because this man knows everything about music and more. Terry is all about the beat. But for me, it's about us beating to our own drum. Just watching all these young people here, you know, moving on to the next level. Everybody's so excited for them and telling them, you know what? We want you to know that you need to do your best and be your best self by just beating to your own drum. And that's the way that we do it. The other thing that's really important about when you beat to your own drum, guess what you're doing?
Living your best life.
You're living your best life and you're being your best self. Yes. And you know what? Can't do nothing but be your best self when you're on the Own Your Now show. So let's get ready to be our best selves, Lady Yo. You ready to take some deep breaths in?
Yes.
And let them go. Deep breaths in. Let them go.
Show it off every curve, every part, yeah. Cause I'm strong and I love the skin I'm in. Every shape, every inch, no doubt there's power deep within.
Let's go with our left arm.
Beauty in a color, ain't a number, ain't an age, nah. Beauty comes in every size and every shade, yeah. I'm perfect just the way I'm made, yeah. Whoa, whoa. I'ma be my best self. I'm loving who I be. I'ma be my best self.
Stretching it out.
Like me.
I hope y'all stretching it out. Put best self in the chat.
Self-healing, self-work, self-aware, my best self. Loving every part of me. I'ma be my best self.
Honor yourself. Honor yourself.
My best self.
Take a deep breath. Reach out to your friend.
I'm a bit confident, no limit, owning it. Look in the mirror and all I see is love. And take it one step
Right now.
at a time, cause I love. Yeah, beauty in a waistline and a smile in a face. Beauty's holding my head up with grace. And I thank God for the way I made it.
Woo! I'm gonna be my best self.
You are your best self, honey. And I am so glad that you are sharing all that you are with me and with our owners.
You know, it's something about being your best self. And I love that song. Every day I wake up to it now. And I look forward to hearing it because she says some things that really are critical for us. We got to take care of ourselves first. You said it too. We can't take care of everyone else if we're not taking care of ourselves, you know. And we got daddies in the house today that are taking so many people and so many things, but they got to take care of themselves first. So we're going to talk about all that. Are we ready for our first guest?
Yes, we are ready for our first guest. You know, we are going to bring up Mr. Boogie D. Tell us all about him, Tracie.
All right, so Boogie D has over 20 years of experience in the radio and music industry. He currently serves as a program director for 107.3 in Kansas City. This man has been all over the world. During his years in radio, Boogie has also worked in Tucson, Arizona, Greensboro, Charlotte, North Carolina, Washington, D.C., St. Louis, of course, and his hometown, New York, with Virgin Records. His work has been recognized by major trade publications as the top 20 program director in the country. He's a member of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, active in St. Louis chapter. He is Jamie Dolby's husband, but you know what? He is Cole Dolby's daddy. Bring him right on up, Mr. Boogie D.
Wow. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. You know, it's just funny to say good morning, Boogie.
I don't know who you was talking about, Tracie. Who did all that?
You know, that's you. I don't even know. You're like one of the hardest men working that I know. But you seem to balance it well. We got to ask you that question. How do you do it? What's in your cup, brother?
In the cup is just plain coffee with cream and some Splenda. And, you know, as the day go on, I'll throw a little Branson cognac in this to keep my energy going. That's how I kind of keep it moving sometimes. Make a little hot toddy. Well, as my granny used to say, what you got in that cup, boy? Got some of that liquor in there? Yep, just a little.
Just a little. Well, let me tell you what. You are like, when she read your bio, you've been everywhere. How did you get started? And how did you get the name Boogie D?
Well, some I cannot explain on this show. But actually, in Tucson, Arizona, when I was in college, from Queens, got out to Tucson, try to go to college out there. And a guy by the name of Maximum T used to do all the frat parties. So, you know, me being the New Yorker that I am, I used to just go in there and grab the mic. And he started actually a rap show on the radio station out there. It was called Power 1490. It was called the St. Ives Saturday Night Rap Show. Yes, St. Ives. Malt Liquor sponsored the show. And I became his intern / co-host, and that's how I got started.
You know, it's interesting that you say that. So many people, entertainers specifically, come on our show in the mornings, and they do this thing all night long, and they always have a red cup. It's like they drink all the time in the entertainment industry. How do you balance making sure that you stay true to yourself, but also make sure that you because you're out there all night long a lot of times. How do you balance that?
Just, you know, after a while, just pacing. Like, you just kind of know. Like, actually, it's funny because tonight we're doing a happy hour here in Kansas City at a place called Soiree on 18th in Bond, sponsored by Branson Cognac, which is 50 Cent's new cognac. So I was like, yo, you really can't go in tonight because you actually got a DJ. So, you know, you just pace yourself. But, you know, I've been doing this for a while. So a lot of times it don't even really matter anymore about, you know, doing all that. Tracie's more like, I reserve that for the Brick Cave. And Tracie know what that means because her husband, Nate, be in there all the time. So I really reserve those type of outings for the Brick Cave because I really got to go after that.
That's
you know,
right.
and you know, as an entertainer, I noticed that we will think, oh my gosh, 2 o'clock is late in the morning, but that might be the start of the morning for them. So sometimes they're up at 3 and 4 in the morning and you're thinking, oh my goodness, how do they do it? Well, they just reverse their lives. You know, it's kind of like the baseball schedule. They don't come home till like 11:30 or midnight because not only is there the game that ends late, but there is, you know, you may have to talk to the coach and then you might want to get some batting practice in and you don't get home till 11 or 12 o'clock at night. So they just have a different schedule than us. But one schedule we do have, Boogie D, is you are Cole's daddy.
Yeah, I'm very blessed to have the Tubba Wubba as my son. He's my pride and joy.
How do you balance your busy schedule in entertainment with also being a dad that's very involved? Because, you know, we've seen Cole travel all over the world with you. How do you balance that?
Well, if there's one blessing that came out of COVID was that, you know, we all worked from home and still I'm working home for the last couple of weeks. So I actually go back to the radio station. Cole was able actually to hang out a lot in Kansas City with me over this past year because he was doing virtual school. So I think that was the one great blessing is that we got to spend a lot of time together. You know, he in school, me at work, working side by side. I think, you know, that was a great bonding time because I really do hate sometimes not being at home because you do miss out on some things. So I think if that was one positive that came out of COVID was that we got to spend a lot of time together. And, you know, here in KC when he's in town, you know, as you know, Cole, he runs this building that we live in. He calls it the hotel, and he treats it as a hotel. But everybody in the building knows him. Everybody knows his name. They all look excited when they see him because, you know, he's a very infectious young man. Very proud of him. Very, very proud of him.
You know, I think we've seen a few clips out there of you and Cole doing your thing together. You know, we've had Cole on our show before, haven't we, Yolanda? And it's about seeing him in studio. He's very comfortable with that. You all have a lot of daddy-son conversations. You have a lot of common interests. He was talking about comic books. Where does he get that interest from?
He gets it from me. I've been a comic book fan since I was a kid. And we, you know, have a very robust comic book collection. So it's something that I want to pass down to him. And, you know, it's something that he naturally got into, which I was very proud of. I didn't want to force that type of interest or hobby on him, but he got into superheroes and stuff by some of the stuff he watched and started asking questions about the comic books and comic book characters. So that's just, you know, great for us that we kind of have that same interest right now. You know, I always know it can always change as he gets older, but while he's into it now, I try to make sure I give him all I can and, you know, and let him know that the comic books that he will acquire, you know, these are not things you should sell. A lot of these things are not just collector's items, but these are things that can, you know, definitely be something that you want to pass down to your kids later in life.
Well, you know, speaking of passing down to your kids, you have passed the mic to Cole, you know, to say, he says to me, I said, are you a DJ? He said, I'm a rapper. You know, when you look at him, what would you tell yourself as an 18-year-old? What would you tell your 18-year-old self?
Well, first, I can't take credit for passing him the mic. He's going to give all that credit because that's where he came up with this whole rapping persona. Thank you, Tyler Perry, for that. Send a check. I would tell him the God's honest truth, be a boss first. You know, to make sure own some stuff before you get into this crazy business, because this business is, as we like to say, the reason why that resume has so many different cities because you either got to be willing to travel or you will be forced to travel because they will tell you bye-bye. It's a very, you know, there's a flip side to being in the music business, and you know, it's a very cold side. So I tell him, you know, own some stuff like your grandfather, then get into this business just in case things don't work out. There's no guarantees, and there's the same way dealing with sports, anything else. You know, there's levels to it. Some people get to certain levels and it just stalls out, or you know, it's a competitive game, and you know, the game is not the same as when he gets to 18. I couldn't really tell you what the landscape would be for what we do because of, you know, apps and streams and things of that nature. So I would just tell him, you know, keep all your options open, but become a boss first.
All right.
I like that. Become a boss first. Speaking of a boss, you know, he has a mom boss and a dad boss. You look like you rocking a boss shirt. Is that a 314-ish shirt you got on?
No, actually, this a Queens-ish shirt because, you know, I'm from New York and I don't want to. Anybody that know me, I don't really like to act like I'm from somewhere when I'm not. I may live there and I'll be respectful, but I'm not going to like you know, like in Kansas City, I did Knicks stuff and Giant stuff. You know, they know that, you know, I don't have a problem with the Chiefs, but I'm a Giant fan, I'm a Knicks fan. And when I was in St. Louis, everybody know he's a Yankee fan, folks. He's not a Cardinal fan. Doesn't hate on the Cardinals, but he's a Cardinal fan. So now she was very nice to make a Queen shirt for me. I was very appreciative of that.
Well, that's what it's all about. Everybody's building their brands, and we're going to make sure that we continue to support them. You know, y'all know y'all can get them shirts. Jamie said you can get the 314-ish brand. You can get all of those through your network and everybody finding out everything that you do. What's next for you, Cole? What's next for you, Boogie D?
Well, you know, right. Well, I'm in Kansas City right now, 107.3 KC R&B and hip hop, and working with Cumulus Media, the second largest media company in the business. You know, we just doing our thing. We've been here over a year. We're doing extremely well. We're building a foundation. That's why they brought me in, and that's what we're doing right now until, you know, we figure out the next thing. I mean, Jamie, Cole, and I are figuring out boss plans to move further, because at some point, you know, I'm in my 50s now. I would like to sit it down and start the next chapter of my life and spend more time at home with the fam. So, you know, that's kind of like what our plan is as a family, but just for me in Kansas City for the time being.
Oh, wait, I have to ask you, because, you know, we just talked about Barry Manilow, Venus, and Kendrick Lamar. Do you have a certain genre that you appreciate more than others? Because I know you worked in different platforms. Is there one particular?
I'm a hip hop head, but, you know, here's my thing. I'm a hip hop head. I say today's rap music is not my cup of tea. Obviously, I don't. Tracie, you've been in my house. If you come to my house, it's classic hip hop all day.
Yeah, I like that. He said classic hip hop. Classic hip hop can't go wrong, you know, and that's the thing about it. Do you have a favorite Kendrick Lamar song, or do you not do favorites?
No, I like Kendrick. Kendrick's cool. I mean, there's a couple of joints that I like. I mean, Dan would probably be, you know, the one most people would know, but Kendrick is one of those artists I feel like represents the true culture and the spirit of hip hop. Him and his whole TDE crew and everybody he got down with him. You know, he's definitely one of the innovators out here with J. Cole. And we gotta be reminiscent. Yesterday was Tupac's 50th birthday party, so let's just send Pac a posthumous birthday shout out. But you know, one of those the true pillars of the industry right now.
Well, you know what? I was talking about Barry Manilow. I'm not going to ask you your favorite Barry Manilow song, but I will ask you, what is your affirmation word?
Family.
That's
why, but basically, that's why I do what I do. Travel back between Kansas City and St. Louis and continue to do what I do is family. Families really don't need to do this.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We love your family. We love Jamie and Cole.
You know what?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we thank you for coming on. I know you have a busy schedule, and if you're going to be up all day and you're going to do that Branson cognac, you probably better get some sleep right now.
Well, you know they ain't happening, Tracie.
Well, look forward to seeing you again, and thanks for coming on and saying yes. Happy
Appreciate
Father's Day.
Thank you, ladies. Appreciate you on the show.
Maybe get you for Father's Day.
I'm look him up.
She sure will. I'm sure she will. You know what? I love it that he said family.
Yes.
The one thing about what Boogie does is, like he said, he's been doing this for over 20 years. And when he's home. He's in his cave with his boys, and they have a good time. They can be there all night long. I've witnessed it.
You witnessed it.
Yes. And you know, I guess they say what goes on in the back in the what is it?
Man
in the
cave.
In the brick cave, it stays in the cave. So hey, but you know what? I think that Cole is running that cave as well. You know, this has been so cool. We're gonna keep it going because we got the beat. We got We got Terry Rogers in the house. Tell us about Terry.
We absolutely do have Terry Rogers in the house. He was born in Blytheville, Arkansas. Terry started singing at the age of 3. He started in the church. He was under the guidance of Uncle Pastor Tim Rogers. You know, he is a girl dad of 3 girls and 1 son, and we are celebrating Father's Day, but he has some great events coming up. So bring Terry Rogers on up so we can talk to him about being a dad and how he's out there just singing to the world.
Woo! What's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning, Mr. Terry Rogers.
Good morning, good morning. How y'all feeling?
We are feeling great. We are feeling great. We're honored that you said yes, because I know you're busy. But before we get started, what do you have in your cup?
I'm drinking some good tea for my voice. I got a long weekend this weekend, so hot tea usually help my voice get back to where it used to be. Yeah.
That's something that, you know, you don't think about that, but, you know, as you're going into a performance, your voice has to be right. So you do have to drink the appropriate things. So tell us about Terry Rogers, 3 years old in the church singing. How did it feel when you would get up in front of the church, and did it give you that, this is what I think I want to do?
Right.
Well, I mean, my whole family is like musically inclined, so I mean, singing just like I never was taught how to sing. Somebody just asked me that. They was like, "Who learned? Like, how you learn how to sing?" I was like, "I mean, I just started singing. Like, I've been around it like all my life, so it's like I just attempted it one day and it sounded okay."
Oh, you know what probably happened, Tracie? He started singing, and the ladies in the church was like, "Sing, baby, gonna sing it, baby."
They said he can sing. You know, Lady O, one of the things, and I've witnessed it in various families, and I know he can attest to this because he just said it. I think that singing is a part of a person's DNA. When you see families that come up in it, everybody, just about everybody in the family can sing. Now, tell us about Tim Rogers and the fellas. Was that family members as well?
Yes, Tim is my mom's youngest brother. He's actually like 3 years older than me. So we are like right here together. He's the leader, and there's 3 background singers. I'm one of the background singers. The other guy is Troy Rogers. He's my cousin. And Brian Rogers, he's my cousin as well. And we're all sisters' kids, the background, and Tim is our uncle.
That is funny.
And then you literally sang, you've shared the stage with Chrisette Michelle, Tweet. You even sang with the Hamiltons. And recently you did something with, is it Mr. Tamala Mans? Who was it that you were with recently?
Tamala Man, we just did a song, her single. It's called Help Me. Funny that you mentioned the Hamiltons, because it was between my group, the fellas, and the Hamiltons on who she was gonna put on it, and she chose us. I mean, shout out to the Hamiltons. They're like my brothers and whatnot. So yeah, shout out to them. But Tamala Man, her single "Help Me" is out right now. Apple Music, Google Play, everywhere. Go get it, featuring the fellas. We just shot a video which came out 2 days ago.
Okay.
Amazing experience, amazing experience. So yeah, video's doing great numbers. It's got like maybe 250,000 views already on YouTube in 2 days. I mean, real good views. Yeah.
Well, you know, Pamela Mann can sing. But you know what? Somebody told me you are also known as Mr. Dollar.
When I sing this real. I sing an old school blues song. It's called "Last $2."
Yes.
And I've made it my own, you know, and I added my own little spin to it at the end, to where I'd be like $1 for the bus fare. So, you know, people that come to my shows, they usually bring me $1 for the bus fare. So they, you know, they call me Mr. $1 for the bus fare. Yeah.
Oh, that can add up, I'm sure. You know,
they do.
We talked about gospel. We talked about blues. You literally are covering every genre. How do you feel when people try to put you in a box?
I don't want to be put in a box. I was watching a Rick Franklin story, and you know, she did and dabbed in a lot of different genres of music. Like they wanted her to do like you know, soul. They wanted her to do jazz. I mean, well, they wanted her to do like a certain genre, but she wanted to do like jazz. She wanted to do like soul. She wanted to do a little church stuff. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to try a little country. You know what I mean? Aretha Franklin was all over the place, but she loved music. And you know what I mean? God was her center, and that's me. So, I mean, I found common ground in that. And I just try to be myself. And when you be yourself, it's easier to reach people, I feel like, you know, so.
Yes.
And people trust you. It's you know, when you're yourself, people build a trust and they know whatever genre he is singing, it's going to be good. And speaking of singing, you have a concert coming up. Tell us about the concert on the 18th.
The 18th, it's featuring Estelle. Take me on a trip, I wanna go somewhere. I mean, I listened to that when I was a little boy. I used to listen to that song. I mean, you know, I ain't gonna tell nobody I listen to it. Yeah, I listened to that song. Also, Rolanda, she's from Nashville. She's really good. She's gonna be on the show. You got Miley from St. Louis. She's going to be on the show. And, of course, me, Mr. Terry Rogers, I'll be on the show. It's a very, very, very great show for this Friday. So if you're in the area, please come out. Yeah, it'd be very nice.
Yes, that's the City Foundry. And we're excited about it. We had them on last week, and we were like, you know what? Y'all know how we are. We are equal opportunity. We couldn't leave our men out. And we said, we got to have Terry on this week. You know, Terry, being a father, Yolanda asked that question. What would you tell... You have a son. What would you tell yourself as an 18-year-old, or what would you tell your son? What seeds would you tell some of these young men out here today?
I would definitely tell them, you know, when I was 18, I was running out here like, ooh. So I would tell them, take your time, be patient, don't rush to be a father. I mean, because being a father is something that's very, very serious. Our children need us, you know what I mean? So, you know, if you're not ready to be a father, don't, you know, even entertain that, you know. So I would tell my younger self, like, if you're not ready, don't even do it, you know. And I tell my son the same, you know.
Yes.
As far as like, serious. You know, building a family, you know.
Yeah,
you want to have a 2-parent household. You want, because you don't want to have a 1-parent household to where it's just, you know, the son growing up with the mom or the son growing up with the dad. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with it, because I came from, you know, my mom raising me by herself, you know what I mean? But hey, 2 parents is always greater than 1.
Yeah, I feel you. You know, one of the things that we have asked everybody is, there's something about being a girl dad. You got those girls, and you know, them girls, they run the ship. How is that for you?
Well, you know, me doing music, my kids, you know, I got 2 kids in Memphis, Tennessee, and I got 1 daughter that's in Haytown, Missouri, but I have a living son with me. So,
okay.
How important it is, man, I just saw him, man. It was great to just be around my kids, man, to just, my girls, I mean, you know, like, me having a son, it showed me like, wow, like the difference between, because I didn't know, like, you know, little girls have your heart, you know, and you try to be rough on the boys because they're men, you know, and you don't want to, you know, be too soft on them. But them girls, it's like you have that moment, you know.
Oh, and he has teenage girls. Let me tell you what, honey, you don't have to tell me. I see it all in your eyes. Those girls have him wrapped around their finger. I love it.
You know, we were talking about the girls, but we got to talk about the women. You had a video, you have a couple of videos out, but you have a video that's called That Woman. I do know that. I want to show a little clip of that, but tell us about, did you write it? How did it come about? How did That Woman come about?
Me searching for my own journey, trying to, you know, step out into the R&B, you know, Southern soul field. I was looking for materials. Somebody had penned the song, and I really loved it. It actually sounded like I wrote the song, because it was talking about, you know, how the love I had for a woman. So I wanted that song. So we talked about it, made some stuff happen. And I am here today with that song and That Woman.
We're gonna show a little bit of Church Boy representing that woman, Terry Roberts.
She don't kill me on the cheek. And she tell me she love me. And I'm a real good man. Even when I'm coming up short, she let me know she understands. She never said the negative word to a friend when I'm not around. Even when I'm feeling low, she's always there to hold me down. When I get on the lane, she'll pick me through the heat. Man, that woman, she can put it down. Put me right to sleep. Yes, I love that woman.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I love that.
All right.
Oh, you like that, don't you, Lady O? You like that, don't
I
you?
like that, honey. All right, Terry.
You know,
If I
I want
had
to
to
dedicate
go,
that
I'd
to
get
all the
Terry into it.
beautiful women.
Yeah, I love it
that
that
to all
you
the
have
beautiful women.
classy women, and you know, that's what it's all about. You're one man that's going to be a part of Classy Women this upcoming weekend in St. Louis. You all need to follow him. How can everybody follow you, Terry?
I have Facebook. It's Terry Rogers. And I'm also on Instagram. It's I am Terry Rogers. Yeah. Make sure y'all follow me. I post everything I do and everywhere I be, and all of my videos and everything is on my social media. So go check me out.
That's what's up. I love that song. That you have a good flavor, and I'm. You know, I like that you said, "Don't put me in a box. Let me do my thing." I love music. I love God, and I'm gonna keep doing me. And we appreciate that. You know, you're a great father, great young man, and we love seeing the work that you do. Continue to keep coming back, but you know we can't let you go without asking you that magical question of what is your affirmation word for today?
Patience.
Wow, talk to us about patience.
Patience is my word because I mean, you know, like the good book says, he might not come when you want him, but he right on time.
All right.
He is right on time. He is right on time. Well, you know what? Today you were right on time. We know that we can get a little bit of, we know we can get a little bit of rhythm and blues from you. We can get some gospel from you. I don't know. Can we get a little hip hop from you too at some point? We don't know.
You can. I mean, I be doing covers a lot in my shows, so I do hip hop stuff. I do it. I do country. If you come to a Terry Rogers show, I promise you wouldn't be mad at all.
Okay.
We love it. Well, thank you so much for saying yes. Thank you for being patient with us as we have a good time with you. And we'll see you. Somebody's going to see you. Everybody's going out on Friday. I think that is it Friday the 18th or it's the 19th? It is Friday, isn't it?
The 18th, yes.
Friday the 18th, yes.
And we'll make sure that we'll put the flyer. We have all of our Juneteenth weekend celebration stuff in the chat. So everybody stay tuned and make sure you all check out Terry, Estelle, Roland, and of course, Molly and Angel Presents. She's doing her thing. And that's what we love about everything that's going on. Woo, Lady O! I wish I was home. I would love to go and get in the pods and feel the vibe. You know, it's the vibe for me.
Yes, it is the vibe for me. Oh, and Tracie, you know, while we're vibing, we want everyone to start dropping their affirmation words of the day. And today, I love music. You could be feeling a little down. You hear the right song, it'll change your mood. You know, we clean our house to music. So I'm just excited that we have some musical dads that shared their journey today.
Yes, they did. I'm excited about it as well. Learned a little bit more about Boogie D and all the things that he's doing. And I love that they're all about community. And you know what? Angel said his birthday party is July 9th, and that's jazz and blues. Y'all better follow this brother because I don't think he's done yet. He just keeps coming up with more and more stuff. And you know, the moment you find out about somebody, that's when you're like, oh my God, now I keep hearing about it. So go over and follow him on Instagram. Make sure that you stay connected to us. And that's what this vibe is all about.
Yes.
Let me know, what is your affirmation word for today?
Well, you said beat, and so my word is dance. I hope you know the song says, I hope you dance. You know, dance like no one's watching. Do your thing, okay?
Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. I love it. Well, you know, when we do the Own Your Now flow, it's all about us coming together. As you all know, we bring our owners together with you as well. It is about the beat for me. I love music, and I love that our fathers are rocking to their own beats, and they're making sure that they take care of their children. And in the midst of all of this, we have to make sure that we are patient. We have to be patient with one another, and we have to understand that that's what family is all about. We're building together, and we're going to continue to build together because we are delivering a community that understands the value of being thankful. I am thankful for you. I know you are thankful for me, and I'm thankful for a community. And at the end of the day, that's where passion starts. This is how we live our life to the fullest, where we're not existing, we're living. So I hope that you find that melody and you dance and you dance and you dance and you dance some more. Continue to stay humble. Everybody continue to thrive. And at the end of the day, if you all decide to go outside, then you make sure that you wear your mask. But if you decide to stay inside, keep sipping and shelter in place. And we'll see you all tomorrow. It's an amazing show on Freedom Friday on the Own Your Now show. Bye-bye, everybody.